Friendo, Steve here. Welcome back to the channel. So AEW's Double or Nothing is coming up this weekend. Should be a big show. Why? Because they only do 4 pay-per-views every single year, and they always pack a lot into these shows. It's probably going to be long. From the beginning of the kickoff till the end of the show, it's probably going to be like 5 hours long. Of course, we're going to be covering over at Going in Raw, twitch.tv/Stephen Larson. That's where we're going to be doing our live reactions and then our podcast recap. All right, afterwards, over here on Wrestle Juice, I think on that Monday, I'll probably do a review of it just for you Wrestle Juice friendos out there. So as of right now, I'm taping this on a Monday night. It's going to go up Tuesday morning. As of now, there are 11 matches booked. I would imagine after this week's Dynamite, there will probably be more matches booked. For example, it feels like Kyle O'Reilly's going to lose against Samoa Joe in the semifinal to the Owen. And given that Kyle O'Reilly basically like broke Sting's ankle on last week's Dynamite, I feel like it's probably going to be Sting and Darby Allin versus Red Dragon. That's probably going to happen at Double or Nothing. That hasn't been announced yet because the proper sequence of events haven't taken place. Vis-a-vis, Kyle O'Reilly is still theoretically going to Double or Nothing to the final match, but that's not going to happen. Samoa Joe's going to beat him. So I feel like in that match, Sting and Darby Allin probably shouldn't win, but they're going to because they had the big beatdown. I don't usually like when a thrown together tag team beats a tag team that's been together for like whatever they've been together for like 10 years or whatever. But it's Sting. Sting has to win, and that's going to happen. Bobby Fish will probably eat the pin. Maybe Kyle O'Reilly. I don't know. No, both those guys like eating pins, so it's all good. So yeah, I think Sting and Darby Allin will win that match, which hasn't even been announced yet. That leaves us with 11 remaining matches. I get the feeling that it's probably going to end up being like 15 altogether. Again, these are really long shows that they do because they only do 4 of them every single year. I'm not a fan of long shows, but whatever. The last 2 pay-per-views actually really fun, and the time went by really quick. Next up, we've got House of Black versus Death Triangle. Of course, Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King are taking on Pac, Penta, and Rey Fenix. So, kind of confused about this one. The stories, there really is not much story here. I think it all goes back to like Malachi Black misting Pac like a year ago or something. It wasn't really a year ago, but it was a long time ago. So this seems to be the culmination of all that. Somehow Fuego got involved in all that too, but I don't really know who's going to win this. My heart tells me House of Black because I feel like they really need a signature big pay-per-view win. They're on the verge because they've been feuding with Fuego for a long time, and they pick up a lot of non-consequential wins where they do a lot of cool stuff. But in order to be taken as a serious threat, they need a big win. This would be a great big win against Death Triangle. That being said, Death Triangle's really, really over, and House of Black, they've had the upper hand, I feel like, throughout most of this. So I don't know. I feel like Death Triangle's going to win, and as much as I love Death Triangle, I feel like all those guys would be better off either as singles or a tag. Like Penta and Phoenix should be either a tag team or singles guys, maybe going after the TNT title, and Pac should be going after the TNT title, because right now the TNT title is literally garbage. It's actually broken up in pieces thanks to what happened on Rampage. Next up, Jericho Appreciation Society versus the team of the Blackpool Combat Club and Santana Ortiz and Eddie Kingston. So, like, those 3 guys don't have a name. The other 3 guys have a name. And then you've got, well, I guess Wheeler Yuta's not in this. But it's an Anarchy in the Arena match, which I think just means, like, it's going to be kind of a street fight, where it's just going to be 5-on-5, just going at it. No tags, no rules. Probably they could just do whatever they want to do. So, yeah, I mean, come on. And look, here's the deal. Any team with the Blackpool Combat Club in it is going to win it. That's the rule. If you got Mox and Bryan Danielson on your team, guess what? Congratulations. You're in for a good night. Because anybody besides Jericho on the Jericho Appreciation Society, and maybe Hager, can eat a pin. Medard, Parker, Garcia even, they can all eat pins. Aren't a whole lot of guys on the other side that can eat pins. So, yeah, I feel like Blackpool Combat Club is totally going to win this. Sort of saying, hey, we're AEW. We're about pro wrestling and we're going to beat sports entertainment. That's sort of the point of this match. It'd be weird if the WWE sort of aligned philosophically team won this match. Next up, we've got Matt and Jeff Hardy versus the Young Bucks. Again, this is a match I'm not 1,000% sure of. I could see the Hardys saying, hey, this is your house. There's no way we should win this. But I feel like the crowd would go just completely bananas if the Hardys won this. Jeff Hardy's still relatively new to the company, and so I feel like him picking up the win here will probably be the thing. He had a killer match against Darby Allin. He ended up losing against Adam Cole, and so I feel like this is going to be the make good for that. The Young Bucks don't care about losing, especially if it's to the Hardys. So I feel like the Hardys are probably going to win here. After that, we've got the Women's Owen Hart Cup Final. And this is totally going to be Britt Baker, probably versus Ruby Soho. The match still has to take place coming up on Dynamite. You got Ruby versus Statlander, and you got Britt Baker versus Toni Storm. Britt Baker's going to win that. Ruby Soho's going to win her match. And then you're going to have Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. The only thing is, Britt's always had Ruby's number. And I've said from the beginning that this is Britt Baker's match or tournament to lose. But I get the feeling that they might give it to Ruby because she has already lost to Britt Baker for the title shot like ages ago. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. Tony Khan loves Britt Baker. Clearly. I've seen the comparisons online saying she is basically Tony Khan's Charlotte Flair. And that totally makes sense. He loves Britt Baker. So I feel like Britt's going to win that. But it wouldn't shock me to see Ruby win that one. Also in the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament final, Adam Cole is going to be taking on Samoa Joe because he's going to get past Kyle O'Reilly. Samoa Joe's totally going to lose that. Adam Cole wins. Probably because of some interference from Satnam Singh and his crew, Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt. Probably that's going to be the case, but Adam Cole's going to win this. That's going to be like a sleeper, like a banger match of the night. That might be the one that steals the show. Next up, Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay for the TBS title. This match was just set up on Rampage a couple days ago. Anna Jay has zero chance, and I mean zero chance to win this match. Not a chance. No way, no how, not going to happen. Jade Cargill is complete. This is the lock of the night. Totally going to win this. Next up, we've got Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, tag team champions, taking on Team Taz and Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland in a triple threat tag match. This should be a really good match. I don't know what to make of this either. Every single time Jurassic Express comes up against another tag team that's formidable, I feel like they're going to lose. In fact, I still kind of feel like FTR is going to take those titles off them and have like just a ton of titles on them. And they're not in this match. So I kind of feel like Jurassic Express is going to win because the other two teams are going to kind of take themselves out of it. That being said, Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs kind of got a lot of buzz going right now. They got a lot going for them. I could see them stealing these tag titles. And then Ricky Starks will have two titles, which would be kind of cool because I'm like his number one fan. As far as Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, man, I don't know. Like all their wins have been on Dark and Elevation. It'd be kind of weird if they were like the first team to rack up all their wins on Dark and Elevation and then win here. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I don't really think that they're going to win this. So I kind of feel like it's either going to be Jurassic Express or Team Taz. In which case, I'd probably say Jurassic Express. I mean, when they lose, they need it to be legitimate. Like, they need to be the ones to lose the titles. I don't think they're going to lose these titles here. I could be wrong, but I think they're going to win. Next up, Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb for the AEW Women's title. At this point, according to my predictions, no titles are going to change hands. I feel like this might be the title that could change hands, even though I know Thunder Rosa has basically just won this title. She's had a very short reign thus far. Not a lot of time has passed. She hasn't had a whole lot of title defenses. But Serena Deeb has been built up pretty damn well. And she might get the submission win over Thunder Rosa. I don't think it's going to happen. My pick is still Thunder Rosa. But usually at these pay-per-views, a title changes hands. Although, I guess they might do the TNT title if they're going to do Sammy Guevara and what's his face and Scorpio Sky, the current champion, with that busted up belt. I don't know when that's taking place, or that's going to be a tag match between, I don't know what's going on with that, between Men of the Year and Kazarian and Sammy. Maybe that's going to be on Dynamite. I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe it's going to be a Rampage. Maybe they'll do something. They got to do something to double another one TNT title. Maybe that's going to be the thing that changes hands. So yeah, maybe Scorpio Sky is going to lose that title again to Sammy Guevara. So yeah, Thunder Rosa wins that one. And then finally we've got Hangman Adam Page versus CM Punk for the AEW World title. I have seen a lot of chatter online, people thinking that CM Punk actually has a shot here. Here's the thing though, he doesn't, because Adam Page's whole story right now is he is ticking off all these big name challengers to make his title reign more legitimate. And he's becoming hardened as a champion, having to go through guys like Lance Archer and Adam Cole Bebe and others. And now the latest one is going to be CM Punk. Hangman's had to be a little bit of a bad guy here, a bit of a, hey, I don't give a shit about this guy. So it wouldn't surprise me if he displayed a little bit of heel tendencies here. I don't think they're going to fully turn the guy heel. I think it's going to be sort of a match-by-match situation where he's building up his confidence, and then eventually he's going to run into the one guy who's got his number, and it's probably going to be MJF. I don't think that's going to be CM Punk here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Tony Khan will do a thing where CM Punk will win here so he can walk into All Out in September, the champion in Chicago. But I doubt it. I think Hangman Page is totally going to win this. I haven't seen anything that indicates to me otherwise. Should be a really good match, though. So, yeah, that's the one I'm kind of most looking forward to. But honestly, oh, and then, of course, I missed this one. MJF versus Wardlow. This should be wildly fun. Obviously, it hasn't officially been announced because I still have that cage match on Dynamite. But come on, let's be honest. Wardlow's going to find some way to win that. I don't know how, but he's going to. And then, yeah, so he's got that Sean Spears match where MJF is guest ref. He'll win that, go on to Double or Nothing, and he'll beat MJF. Get out of that contract, have an official AEW contract, and they'll have the graphic where it just says Wardlow is AEW. They'll do that little gimmick. And that'll be a lot of fun. This whole story has been wildly fun. Wardlow is supremely over. It's really good stuff. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen at Double or Nothing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your mom, tell your dad. Watch Wrestle Juice. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Check out this video right here. I did it last week, and I talked about the whole Sasha Banks Naomi thing, and I answered a bunch of your questions. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you over at that video. I wonder what I have to say about Sasha and Naomi. I wonder. You'll not know unless you click over there now.